Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. So today we are going to look at what problem that leads to simultaneous equation. What problem that leads to simultaneous equation? So most of the word problem we have here might lead to a linear simultaneous equation. Okay, so from there we can now proceed to the ones that will lead to one linear, one quadratic simultaneous equation. So, starting with our first example, remember the steps for your word problem. First is to understand the problem, assign symbols for the variables, express the problem in mathematical form, then solve the resulting equation. So, we are going to start with example 1. Our first example we are going to look at today is the sum of ages of Dauda and his brother is 22. 5 years ago, Dauda was 3 times as old as his brother. How old are they now? So this problem will lead to linear simultaneous equation, and we are going to solve accordingly. Okay, so we first of all assign age for Dauda and his brother. So let's say S to be Dauda's age, and let's say Y to be his brother's age. So with that now, we can be able to express the first sentence there in mathematical form. So they say that the sum of ages of Dauda and his brother is 22. Therefore, we can say that x plus y equals to 22. So we can call that our equation 1. Okay. So 5 years ago, 5 years ago, the order will be x minus 5 and his brother will be y minus 5. Now, these their ages 5 years ago. Now, the information on what happened 5 years ago is that Dauda was 3 times as old as his brother. Okay, Dauda was 3 times as old as his brother. So let us express that in mathematical form. So Dauda 5 years ago is equal to 3 times as old as the brother. So Dauda age 5 years ago is equals to 3 times his brother's age. Okay, so when you open this bracket, it's going to give you x minus 5 equals to 3y minus 15. So that will give you that x minus 5. Okay, let's bring our 3y inside. So x minus 3y equal to minus 15 plus 5, which will give you x minus 3y equal to minus 10. So we'll call this equation 2. So we have our equation 1 and our equation 2. So the next thing to do is to solve 1 and 2 simultaneously. So that will give us So that will give us x plus y equals to 22 and x minus 3y equals to minus 10. That's our equation 1 and our equation 2. So with that now, we can subtract equation 2 from equation 1. So x minus s, that will give us 0. Y minus minus 3y, that will give us 4y equals to 22 minus minus 10, that will give us 32. So with that now, we can divide both sides by 4. So 4y over 4 equals to 32 over 4. So that will give us that y equals to 8. Okay, so we have gotten y as 8. Therefore, if y is 8, when you put y here, which is equation 1, so we put y equals to 8 in equation 1. So when you do that, you are going to have it as x plus 8 equals to 22. Therefore, s equals to 22 minus 8. S equals to 22 minus 8 will give you 14. Okay? So you can conclude now, therefore, Dauda is 14 years old. Okay? Dauda is 14 years old and his brother is 8 years old. So that's how we got our answer there. So Dauda is 14 years old and his brother is 8 years old. Okay, so let us look at more examples on this. So the next question we have here says that the sum of two numbers is 18 and their difference is 12. Find the two numbers. So we have to first of all assign variable to our two numbers. So let the two numbers be x and y. Okay, so let the two numbers be x and y. So the sum of those two numbers, which is x plus y, equal to 18, and their difference, which is x minus y, equals to 12. Okay, so the sum of two numbers is 18, y their difference is 12. So let's call this equation 1 and call this equation 2. Now when you do elimination method here, so from the nature of the equation we have here, you can actually add or subtract. So when you add, you are going to have 2x, y plus minus y will go, 18 plus 12 will give you 30. So when you divide both sides by 2, so you have 30 over 2. 2 will cancel 2 here. That will give you x equals to 15. So you have gotten your x. So the next thing is to find y. So you can put your x in equation 1. So anywhere I see x, I will put 15. So that will give us 15 plus y equals to 18. So when this one travel over there, we have that 15. When this one travel over here, we have that y equals to 18 minus 15. So that will give us that y equal to 3. So we have gotten our two numbers. Therefore, the two numbers are 3 and 15. So you can see that the sum of these two numbers will give you 18 and the difference between these two numbers will give you 12. So let us look at another example of this nature. Okay, in this example now, in this example, we have that the ages of two brothers are in ratio of 8 and 3. In 3 years' time, their ages will be in the ratio of ratio of 9 and 4. Find the difference between their ages. So we start with our solution. So let the ages of the two brothers be x and y. So x and y is the variable we are going to use, and that is going to be the ages of the two brothers. Okay. Now, presently, the ratio of their ages is 8:3. So that will give us that x ratio y is the same thing with 8:3. Therefore, we can say that x over y, we can say that x over y equals to 8/3. Okay. Now, from here, we can say that 3x is equal to 8y. Okay. So we now come to the second sentence. They say in 3 years' time. 3 years' time means that the first person will be x plus 3, and the second person will be y plus 3, because both of them will add by 3 years. Now the ratio of their ages is 9:4. Therefore, x plus 3 over y plus 3 will give us 9:4. Okay. So with that, now we can cross and multiply. That will give us 4 into x plus 3 equal to 9 into y plus 3. Okay. So when you open that bracket, you are going to have 4x plus 3 equals to 4x plus 12. Okay. 4s plus 12 equal to 9y plus 72. So from here, we can actually have it. It depends how we want to solve. You can bring this one in and have it as 3s minus 8y equal to 0, so that you can easily solve with this. So it depends on how you want to solve. Okay. You can as well say that therefore s equal to 8y over 3. You can call that your equation 1. So which will make this one now 4x minus 9y equal to 72 minus 12. That means 4s minus 9y equal to 60. So we call this one equation 2. So all you need to do is to take the x, or take the value of s in equation 1 and put it in equation 2. So you can say substitute s equal to 8y over 3 in equation 2. So that will give us 4 into 8y over 3 minus 9y equal to 60. So when you open this bracket, you are going to have, okay, let's multiply by 3 all through so that we can eliminate this 3 here. So I have 4 times 3 into 8y over 3 minus 3 into 9y equals to 3 into 60. So this and this will go. I have 32y, that's when 4 multiplied by 8. So 32y minus 27y equal to 180. So when you subtract this, we are going to have 5y equal to 180. Okay, so with that now, we can divide both side by 5, both side by 5. 5 will cancel out 5 here. I have y equals to 5 in 18, that will give us 3 remainder 3. 5 in 30, that will give us 6. So we have our y as 36. So when you put it in 1, so put y in 1, okay? So that will give you that x equal to 8 into 36 over 3. So 3 here, 1, 3 here, 12. So 8 times 12, that will give us 96. Okay, so we are getting a quite a high number. So we need to check our answer to be sure. So if we have, okay, before that, let's conclude our answer. Let's divide this place into 2. So we can say therefore the difference in their ages equal to 96 minus 36. So that will give us 60 years. Okay, so we actually need to check this answer to be sure that what we have done is correct. So I will say to check, we can have x over y and see if the ratio is going to give us 8 over 3. So x is 96 over y, which is 36. So let's check whether it's going to give us 8 over 3. 12 in 96 will give us 8, and 12 in 36 will give us 3. So you can see we have our ratio.